or Texas Independence Day. That means that today we're supposed to celebrate our independence from British rule, which is really funny since the Jesuits control this whole place, but let's forget about that for the time being, okay? You know what occurred to me the other night? That my perspective is way too dark for most people to stomach. And so I really should just shut up when I'm around other people that are like trying to make it in this world, you know. Those are people that don't need to hear my ideas. And it's not because I think I'm wrong. I mean, you know, anytime that you say something that goes against like the general consensus, what people have been told to believe, you know, they're probably not going to like it. But, you know, I'm realizing that about my own friends. That I just don't fit in. And I mean, it's okay that I don't. It doesn't feel like the burden that it used to feel like. I almost feel like my place is to be isolated, you know? Like every time that I go out to Nashville to do comedy, I went to the East Room again and I didn't get picked, but I just sat there and I listened to all the comedy and it was so bad. I mean, some of it was good. The guy that hated me did really well. I don't think he hates me. I think he just doesn't like me. Which is the same thing! Okay. I think he's just a little intimidated by me. He can still talk to me, you know? He's not like some people that refuse to even have a conversation. Yeah, he did really well. He did this song about just America and how it's just a really hypocritical place. And I typically don't like musical comedy. Well, he wasn't singing or anything. He was just talking over the keyboard like I do. But the difference was there was actually a point, and he stayed on topic the whole time. I'm so impressed by that. I really am. But there were some other people that did okay, but it was mainly white people bitching about, you'll never guess, white people, okay? Just embarrassing, you know? I'm like shrinking in my seat because I don't want people to notice that I'm white. But for a completely different reason, you know? But what that says to me is that people think that that's what's gonna get them popular, that's what's gonna win them a gig, and people really don't find that shit funny though. Maybe they do in Portland. But I think it generally makes a lot of people uncomfortable, especially black people. I've noticed that, because black people just are like, what the fuck? You're dogging your own race because you think it's gonna impress me? I think what it is like, black people can say that shit, but if white people say that shit, it's just really weird. You know? If black people bitched about colonialism, it would make sense. But when white people do it, it just seems completely disingenuous. And you're not owning up to anything, because there's nothing for you to own up to. You weren't responsible for all that, you know? The people that exist today are not responsible for shit that happened years and years and years ago, sometimes centuries ago, okay? I mean, Catholics aren't taking responsibility for shit that the Catholic Church has done. And if they're not doing that, and I'm not saying they should, by the way, I mean, religious people in general aren't taking responsibility for, like, all of the conflict that's been caused by organized religion. So if they're not doing that, it's kind of weird that white people feel this moral obligation to talk about it, as if talking about it is gonna make history go poof. Okay? I mean, that's what McGraw Hill is for. Okay? Actual history has gone poof. And they've replaced it. Oh my gosh. I want you to see this. Before it's too late. Thank you for driving sober. How the fuck do you know, bitch? Don't thank me for something I ain't done. It just seems like so much of what people believe in is like really hypocritical. Because I know that a lot of people get on to me about my faith, because I guess it offends them that I believe in God, which doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, if I'm not getting offended by the fact that you shit on it all the time, then maybe you shouldn't get offended by the fact that I believe what I believe. It doesn't have anything to do with you. But I just find it really hypocritical when people bitch about organized religion, but then they trust a pharmaceutical company. It's like, that's a religion too. This obsession with science, this obsession with eugenics. That's really what it is. But they're like, no, that's good science. That's good science. Good science that Nazis used to come up with the perfect Aryan race. I thought that you were against that shit. I mean, I know that there are differences in application. You don't have to tell me that. But this application, you get people to voluntarily sign up to be a guinea pig, and they're so proud to do that. But you know, I'm the whack job. I'm the fucking whack job. Don't listen to me.